All right, all right, all right. What's good? What's good, my people? What's good? Brent Fox, salute to the bird. What's good with you? Pink Meadow, salute to the queen. What's going on, Pink? How you doing? TWT, boxing, MMA sports, predictions. TWT in the building, my brother. Tizzle in the building. Boxing matchup with D3. Salute to my brother Frizzle. What's good? Drop y'all flames. Give y'all what y'all let's do. Mhm. All right, go ahead and get into it. It's good though, my people. Hope y'all had a good Monday. Hope everything going smooth for y'all. We're gonna go and get to it. I'm gonna give people a second, try to fill in, but hey, people get here when they get here. You know what I'm saying? People get here when they get here. But I want to talk this Devin Haney, this Ryan Garcia. You know, I see a lot of people they have their biasness or whatever, and in their recaps, and it's just like, look, it's boxing. Losses happen. It's not about if you lose, how you lose, and how you come back from it. That's the one thing. How you gonna make your adjustments? Go back to the drawing board, work on the things that you need to work on, and then you come back. I don't want to hear people talking about, oh, Devin career's over because he got one loss now. Look, me personally, I feel like it wasn't a proper game plan to go on over Ryan Garcia. But hey, I'm not in the corner giving out the instructions. If it had been me, I would have had him more inclined to box this man. Quick, 42 TWT in the business. Look, first lady, what's good, beautiful? Drop your flame. Get to it real quick. PD Sports Talk. Hashtag the Bronx. What's good, my brother Thomas? What's good, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate you, my guy. But yeah, if it had been me, I would have had more inclined to box. You know what I'm saying? You can low key hype a person up in a sense to where they start to believe certain things. And I think that kind of played a part. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the critics, people say, oh, Devin can't punch. So sometimes when you are as skilled as of a fighter as Devin, you want to prove the naysayers wrong. You know what I'm saying? But a close quarter phone booth fight with a Ryan Garcia with a puncher is not the most ideal situation. That don't mean you can't do it, but for your style, it's not the ideal situation. And to me, I think that the emotional aspect of the fight played a part on Devin too. Because sometimes you can want to get somebody so bad that you actually veer off from your game plan that you desired and you wanted to do because your emotions and your feelings about the fight and about the fighter and the things leading up to it made you go out and perform differently when you seen that happen. Or people so involved with the emotional aspect of it that they can go out there and not put on their best performance. But in this case, it's like, okay, you knew what the metrics were. You knew, okay, he can't. He was coming in 3 pounds. over. Okay, he may be a little bit more comfortable than you because you actually got down to the 140 weight. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it kind of looked like he was fatigued at times too. That being Devin, Ryan as well, but at the same time, Dev was prepared, Ryan was prepared, and it was all about who's executing the plan properly. You know, and Omega Red, what's good with you, bro? And we done seen that happen. You know, I'm not going to take away from either fighter. Both fighters are talented. I mean, Ryan did show me something. You know what I'm saying? Since he been with Derek James, he has been improving. You know, so he's just not a bum. He just might be undisciplined in certain aspects of the boxing game, but far from a bum. The man has the talent to be really one of the ones. It's just all about can he put it all together, and that's something that we are waiting to see. And a lot of people they was calling Ryan a bum. You know what I'm saying? Ryan's not a bum as a fighter. Let's stop the cap. Now, is he undisciplined and unfocused and can do some crazy shit? Yes, he can. Now, I'm not saying that's the right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But at the same time, Ryan got to be more professional in just how he handle business. Going forward, you can't just throw away a championship that you could have won because you wanted to come in at 143 and was like, fuck that. I mean, you got the drawing power. You got some drawing power. You just boosted your stock up some more, but you're not at a point to where you could just say fuck those belts because you ain't bringing in all those pay per views like that. You know what I'm saying? So with him, he's gonna have to continue to be more disciplined and put on performances like that, along with making the weight, so people won't have a little feather in the cap to be, you know what I'm saying, poking at him about, oh, you won, but you couldn't even come in and make weight. And then just from a professional standpoint and aspect, you don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, one of those guys that they like, okay, he can get the job done with this team and this camp that he has going, and turn around and they look at you, well, you're not as professional as we would like you to be, and they don't do work with you because they want pros to be professionals. You know what I'm saying? You can do all the antics and all the extra shit all you want all day, but when it comes time to making weight and getting shit done that you need to get done, people want professionals. That's how you keep your business flowing and people wanting to do business with you because you are absolute professional at your craft in the ring, outside the ring. And that's something that, you know what I'm saying, his father and, hopefully Derek James can keep even more of a handle on, keep him in the gym and keep him focused on his craft. And you can get the results that you might be looking for or that he possibly can get to if that happens. Hmm. So if you won and you say you didn't train like you wanted to, okay, cool. Well, what happens if you do train and you in shape like you want to be? How much better could your performance be? See, that's where the professionalism come in at. Because why would you shortchange yourself in one of the biggest fights of your life? Jay Gibson, TWT in the building. Salute, fam. Dropping your flame here in a minute. Picasso, what it do, bruh? Why would you sell yourself short? You see what I'm saying? See, that could have been a self-inflicted wound on him. Then, if he would have lost this fight, he would have been mad because he came in overweight. Plus, he didn't give his all to make sure he's in the proper shape. See, that would be self-inflicted, and that's something that uh, professionals make sure they on point about their business. You can have all the answers, but guess what? They're gonna come in on weight and they're gonna be ready to go. See, that shit go out the window with certain people. But you can't do all this extra then not be on point about your business. That ain't gonna mix, and that ain't gonna keep you in the good graces with people that cut these checks, aka these suits. Because if you seem like you, even if you're a draw, if you they know you gonna keep missing weight or you're not disciplined, then that's a red flag for them. Even if they know they can make money off of you. So for Ryan, go back to the drawing board as well. He can tighten up on his defense as well. Dale can do some tightening up on his defense as well. You know what I'm saying? Dale got some things that he can work on. Stop dipping to the right all the time. I've been saying this for a while now. Stop dipping to the right all the time. Like I know that may be comfortable for you, but people are starting to catch on and starting to try to time that. Loma did it. Ryan did it as well. You dip into the right, they know when you dip to the right, you're gonna pop right back up. So they meeting you and timing you when you come up. If they don't get that punch landed, they know you probably gonna reset or gonna tie up. But even on the inside, with your free hand, you gotta keep that joint busy and active. You know what I'm saying? Like the mid range to phone booth range, he needs to be working on that every day till you get comfortable with it, like you are with boxing. Like I will be working on that because at the 140, you're gonna have to bang it out at some point in these fights. And these dudes do hit hard. Dudes can punch. So if you ain't prepared for those wars that's gonna be on the inside, then you kind of doing yourself a disservice. So you do some defensive work and then just work on your inside game. I mean, simple as that. Certain stuff. I mean, look. I mean, jab is fine. Jab can be a dangerous weapon. Jab can do damage. It can be a rangefinder. It can be a blinder for people that you know what I'm saying trying that want to come forward. But if you ain't don't have enough fuck you on that jab, and somebody can start to absorb that, and they not being as affected by your punch or your punching power, now you can run into a problem because guess what you dishing out, they can take it. Now you got a problem because now what answer do you have for it? You got to figure that out now. How you gonna answer that when they can take what you hit with that, what you kicking out at them? What adjustments gonna be made? And see that what part goes to Bill. If you the trainer, your fighter slash son is looking for you to help make the proper adjustments on the fly. That's what good trainers do. And there's no way I would have had any type of plan. Not saying this what's Bill's plan or Team Haney's plan to go toe to toe, but y'all did announce that. Don't run me being the center of the ring. Okay. Well, if you ask for that, you gotta be prepared what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep it a buck. You gotta be prepared for what's gonna come with you being in the center of the ring with a puncher. You risk more of getting caught with something because you in the center of the ring. Now, if you box and work your way in, they hit a little bit different. But that's what we was expecting. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? Just be unauthentically you. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself. If you box, that's your calling card. Cool. Do that. But at the same time, other aspects have to rise in order to move forward in heavier divisions. Because people are gonna sit down and want to bang and gonna want to get to it. Flawless mentality, B&E hosted by Dr. Mark. What it do? My OG Dr. Mark, what's good with you? 503 line, what's good with you, bruh? Brian Corbett, TWT in the building, what's good, my brother? KQKC, what it do, OG? You know what I'm saying? So going forward, you know what I'm saying? It's minor adjustments. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody want to come in and hear talking about Devin Haney's career over because he lost, just leave. Because they did the shit with Wilder, they did the shit with EJ. When people have some popularity or some type of fame, you know what I'm saying, and they take a loss, this era of fandom and media like to say that a person's career is over. Oh, they took a loss, they're done now, which is the furthest thing from the truth. You know what I'm saying? So if people that's your type of time, I don't want to hear that shit. Man, 25, he got plenty of time to bounce back. But you got to bring somebody else in on the team. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because adjustments have to be made. And as you go up and rise in competition and fight people that's even more of a challenge and a harder task of a fighter, you gotta have somebody that can help you make adjustments and put you in the best situation where you can win. That don't mean your daddy is out of there, but you gotta get somebody else to help even at the playing field. Because ain't no way, as good of a boxer he is, he should have been fighting from the outside. I'm just that's just keeping the buck. Sometimes emotions and people pride can get in the way, and they get caught up in the antics and all the lead up and the build up, and you can get sidetracked. You know what I'm saying, from the goal at hand, which is to fight, and that's to win. Let me drop you your flame, BC. A1 Hoop Zone TWT. Appreciate my brother with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Let me drop my guy's flame. A1's in the building. What's good, bro? And that's me personally. That's how I feel just looking. I seen certain things in a Loma fight. If a person can make adjustments and move and start and can make it difficult, those fights that you need somebody else in there. For the Regis wants going to be doing a lot of lateral movement and doing all that good stuff, right? So you didn't have to compensate for him being a mover or hitting you with different angles and lateral turns and things of that nature. That's not Regis' game. But for a person like a Loma who had success with Dale, and it was the angles and the turns and just darting in, darting out, and catching them. You know what I'm saying? When he drop his hands, when he get close and tight for about to clinch, he drop his right hand, you wide open. Then your head is still on the line. So with your hand dropping, your head on the line, if you're not get engaging and attacking, then guess what? You open to be hit. That and dipping to the right. Those defensive flaws are start. People got footage on them, so people starting to catch up and work around game plan, and people are watching your footwork. You know what I'm saying? They know if you take a half step or take a hop step back, that's how mostly how your defense has been orchestrated. It's about creating space and range. You know what I'm saying? If you notice when Dale on defense, he creates space and range to make you miss, but he's not always in position to make you miss, make you pay. Sometimes it's more make you miss, reset, and and get it back going again. But you got to be in position to punch. You make a person miss as quick as the athletic he is. You got to make him pay. But you got to be safe. You got to be safe too, and be able to hold the phone at the same time. So I think also learning how to properly sit and throw them power punches, hooks, especially in certain uppercuts. He got the technique down, but turning and torquing to turn that punch over so you can get that full flush. I don't think he still know how to do that properly yet, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? There's a few things that he does, and they're very fixable. That's the thing. Ryan has things that are very fixable. Hmm. Being disciplined, keeping your ass in the gym, and working on your defense. He got fast hands. He got power. He got two of the aspects that you want: speed and power. Now, the accuracy, punch placement, and discipline, he got to get there. But he got the trainer to get him there. Mark Rocky Dan, TWT in the building. What's good, bro? I'm dropping your flame. He got the coach to help get him there, but will Ryan stay disciplined and continue to listen? He's getting better, but you need to continue to listen so you can get to the final to the best version of Ryan. And Derrick James can help you get there. Yeah, Derrick James can help him get there. Now it's about how bad does he want it? Do you really want to be the best version of Ryan Garcia? That's the question that Ryan got to ask himself. Do you want to be the best version of Ryan Garcia? And if that's the case, then you got to quit. You know what I mean? If you the antics is a part of who you are, cool. But that means you need to be even more disciplined than ever before if you're gonna talk about trying to compete with Boots and other studs, or even get your rematch, try to get back with Tate. You're gonna have to get even more focused and more serious. Come in on the right way and remain disciplined and stick to the game plan. Don't veer off, just like Derrick James told you. Don't let them off the hook. Don't let them off the hook. And you still kind of did that at points. That's not following instructions. Don't play with them. Don't let them off the hook. Hmm. And he still start playing. So they let you know he listened, but then again at the same time he don't listen because he did get back to it. But in that split second, you could have lost that fight by bullshitting and playing. Simple as that. So with Ryan, got the talent. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight again. Like I want him to really fight for the belt. Like I don't mind. I'm okay with this. Okay, now run it back. Run that joint back and shit. Fight, try to get the belt for real this time so you can be a champ. Then you can say something that I was saying about Terrence Crawford. You'll be the only person to say you beat such and such 2 times. First time it won for a belt, this time it was for one. Everybody can't say that they didn't beat Devin Haney once. I mean, or twice. You're the only person right now as a pro they got the claim to fame that you actually beat Devin. So run that joint back. You hear love, do what you gotta do. I'll run it back. I'll go give you another bag. And see, it's about making statements. If you feel like you that much better, then go do it again. But go get that strap too. I'm not so much that he cheated. I mean, you got you. It's your choice to fight or not to fight. If a person is overweight, and if you choose to continue, go ahead on with the fight. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Well, if he moving up to going on 47, then hey, so be it. Shit, they can fight at 47. I mean, hell, that I mean, both of them come in, they rehydrate back to 47 and past 47. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, DM can fight at 47, but he still got work at 140. Don't get it twisted. But what's the next move? You know what I'm saying? You can fight shit. Sandor. You can fight just get your bearings back up under you. Fight one of them, and then get back to it. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't take a tune up because at the same time, this is your life and your fight career. You gotta do what's best for you. So if you gotta get your tune up in between, shit, go ahead and do it. Or fight a man though and get it out the way. Hey, Ryan said a lot of stuff. Ryan has said plenty of things. And then at the same time, some of that stuff haven't came into fruition. So I hear it, but then at the same time, I'm always gonna have skepticism about it because Ryan has said a lot of stuff and then he do the opposite. So he say he going up, that's cool. No, I believe he'll be all right. But if he don't fix certain holes that I've explained, then he might have another issue. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like he gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta tighten up on those few deficiencies. Every fighter has deficiencies. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, can the person that you fighting against expose those deficiencies. That's what it comes down to. If you can, then hey, you might be on to something. If you can't, then the person is probably gonna do what they usually do. But if you are a fighter that can make it difficult for a person, and you could tap into where they lack at, now you got a chance to, you know what I'm saying? You're in a better position to get that win. But you still gotta go perform. So I tell anybody. Anybody could be the favorite on paper, and everybody say, "Oh, I got X, Y, and Z." But at the same time, people still gotta go out and perform every time, and quit overlooking folks. Quit overlooking folks, and quit making thinking that, oh, certain people gonna lay down because you got a certain status or you been whooping ass. So from my view, what to do, man? Yeah, and sometimes that emotional aspect, what I'm saying, your heart, your pride, what I'm saying, a lot of shit get in the way. What I'm saying? People may not want to admit it, but sometimes you can think that your shit don't stink because he won 31 fights in a row. So anybody can have some level of complacency in some form of fashion. I mean, everything he been doing been working thus far. Hmm. So I mean, you can't say, oh well, that might not work. It's been working, but guess what? Even if something working, you still always got to have layers like an onion to your game. Because what if somebody makes you have to pull back to a different layer? Hmm. You got to be prepared for that. So I'm telling you, if I know I could box my ass off, this ain't no shot at no slight at the Haney's or nobody like that. But to me, if I know boxing is comes easy for me, it's bread and butter. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so focused on phone booth to mid range. It ain't funny because that's what you gonna need to make yourself a complete fighter. Oh, inside fighter, mid range fighter, outside fighter, good defense, good head movement. You know what I'm saying? Good footwork. You know what I'm saying? Know how to cut off the ring. I'm talking about a complete fighter. Hmm. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And David can be that, a full complete fighter, bro. It's just a few things he got to do, and he'll be straight. So he ain't done. His career ain't over. You know what I'm saying? Media and punk ass haters gonna be telling you, oh, Ryan ended him, Ryan broke him. All that shit is gonna be said. Let him talk. He ain't done. Career ain't over. He already a two division champion, an undisputed champ. He's still a champion there. So, you know what I'm saying? His career still got a whole lot of ammunition left in the clip. Yeah. What Picasso? What cheating? He coming over 3 pounds is cheating. He paid the fine. That's not why Devin lost. So
What you mean he cheated? People can say he cheated. Huh. Plenty of people that came in overweight. So that make them a cheater if they came in overweight. Man, if that's what you want to go with Picasso, you go ahead with it. That 3 pounds wasn't why Devin lost. Ryan was just a better man that night. He was out boxing him. Shit, let's just call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make no excuses. Because if Dev would have beat him with that weight, well nobody said shit. They would have been like, hey, shit, he came in overweight and he still lost. They would have been praising that shit. But since the outcome is not what people was hoping for or expected, the 3 pounds is now he a cheater. Now the motherfucker didn't come in. He got disqualified from fighting for the belt, not disqualified from the fight. If that was the case, then would have been in the rules. You come in overweight to fight over with. So you can say, oh, it was an unfair playing field. They both are gonna rehydrate. That's not why he lost. 3 pounds ain't shit. Because him coming in over could have made Ryan sluggish. Why do you think he took a break and was encircling on his bicycle certain times in the fight? Because his conditioning was off. He wanted to come in comfortable, but at the same time, yeah, it could have affected him in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm neutral in this situation. I don't have a problem with either fighter. I do like Dale. I think Dale is the good. But just like any fighter, everybody got something they can work on. EJ was my guy. But it was stuff that I was worried about him with even going into the Bud Crawford fight. Even if he didn't have any injuries. Him dropping his hand. And I ran track. Weight is definitely very important. But if you got this contract signed, Picasso, ain't nobody say that. Now, that I don't agree with Jay Gill. Him turning his back to where can't nobody punch you and you stop the action. That, yeah, that's some weak shit. Now I'm not so concerned about the weight, but him turning his side of back to where a person can't punch you, or you possibly could get, what I'm saying, lose points if you punch somebody in the back of the neck or side of the head or something like that. Now that's bullshit. Mm-hmm. Nah, it don't matter. It's just the importance of weight. Period. In a competing sport, it may not be in a combat. But yeah, weight is important, but they approved it, so I can't call it cheating if the masses in the boxing sanctioning bodies got rules in place. It is just 3 pounds, bro. Hmm. Hey, Picasso, your sentiments is your sentiments. If the nigga came in 10 pounds over there, hell yeah. Now you really trying to cheat. But shit, he had a bet. He knew Ryan wasn't gonna come in at 140. So he shouldn't even. Okay, Picasso, it is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. That 3 pounds did not cause Devin to lose the fight. It's about game planning, making adjustments. It was a lack of adjustments in game planning on Team Haney part. It's just simple as that. Hell, everybody can have an off night. Everybody ain't gonna get the game plan right every goddamn time. I'm just not gonna do no coddling on the situation because I'm telling you right now, folks would have been praising and saying how much greater Devin was because he beat him with the 3 pounds. That was gonna come up. He was 3 pounds heavier, and Devin still whooped his ass. He would have been getting kudos for that shit. But since it go the opposite direction, folks got to feel some type of way about it. I guarantee you. Some people just gotta look at, hey, like we say bad management, just the wrong game plan. Simple as that. So I'm just keeping it. I'm just being fair as possible. See, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Derrick James out coached Bill Haney. Let's just keep it a buck. Bill Haney got out coached. Ryan had a game plan where they studied Devin and they was making him pay. Ryan was first a lot of the times. Devin is used to being first, controlling the control of the fight, controlling the distance and the range, and they in his mercy and his will because he got the jab in their fucking face. He needed more of his jab in Ryan's face constantly to make him have to adjust and reset, so it'll make it harder for him to be first. Don't you know that a jab is a blinder and it makes people have to adjust how they want to arrange their attack? D Dub, salute, salute. Yeah, tell him in the sense, yeah, yeah, it's one fight. I mean, one fight does not define your career. And it's like some people they thinking that since he got knocked down multiple times and yeah, they feel like he got embarrassed in a sense, they gotta come in and defend. No, you win with pride, you lose with pride. Simple as that. Ryan was he caught you with the left in the opening round when he was fresh. That's something that you can't let him do. Watch it. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Yeah, because he was exposing himself to get his shit off, and he would get countered. He got caught. Like the game plan for Derrick James and Ryan Garcia was a good one. They had a good game plan. Don't mean Devin a whack fighter. Don't mean Devin still not the goods. He's still not who Devin is. Now you got just got to make a few adjustments to tighten up a few holes in your game. It's simple as that. Everybody has something to work on. Bud, EJ, Wilder, Tank. Tank can be more active in fights. Yeah, he got the power to get people out, but he could be more active. He could be more assertive in fights, win rounds, more rounds, and then knock the person out. He can have more punch output. And guess what? He got a chin. He in defensive responsible for the most part. So it's like everybody got something they can work on. We not gonna sit here and act like these fighters are perfect. They fucking humans. Yeah, your original plan might go out the window, Picasso, but your technique and your bread and butter does not go out the window. That's the thing. The game plan might go out the window when you get hit, but what you train on and what you the master at, that don't go out the window. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping in the book. That shit don't go out the window because it's repetitions. Like I'm not. Whatever type of time most people on, I'm not gonna be on that. See me, this is my assessment and how I what I view my takeaway from the fight. How how everybody else feel. Hey, that's how you feel. I'm speaking on what I saw with my own eyes and what I've seen, and I know what the hell I'm looking at. Hmm. Now, again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I get what you were saying, Picasso, but looking at that fight, weight wasn't it. Weight wasn't why. Josh Sanders, 86, TWT, my brother, TWT in the building, what's good? I have to disagree with that one, Picasso, but that's you. You can't give Ryan credit. I can. Said he won the fight. I can give him credit. He beat one of the mans. You know what I'm saying? So when you beat one of the men, shit, you got to get some credit. Whether you give him 100% credit or not, shit, he still went there and did the job. Haney didn't knock himself down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, T. His bread and butter is boxing. That's what comes easily and naturally to him. When you try to go do something else and it takes you away out your natural element of being a boxer, then you can risk having some issues. That's just straight up. Who gives a fuck about what a person say? Oh, he not a knockout artist. Okay, would you rather get knocked out or would you rather get hit 250 times over 12 rounds? I'd rather nigga knock me out. I don't want you to hit me 250 fucking times. But people get so caught up. Oh, he ain't knocking, he ain't stopping these people. Who gives a damn? It's about winning. Oh, he ain't show he got no pop. So, are you beating him without this pop that he doesn't have? Not until last night, no. So they can say whatever the hell they want to say. What he's been doing has been working. So you stick to your bread and butter. Don't buy in, you know what I'm saying, and hype somebody up or get them thinking something else. Go be who you are, and that's a boxer. So go box. You bang if you gotta bang. You get back out and you get back to your bread and butter. You win. That's how he win his fights by boxing. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go and do anything or deteriorate from the game plan. Ryan showed us that he struggled with people that can box. But with him having fast hands and power, he's dangerous because you can't let him crack you. So you actually got to be focused and take him serious because he got power that can drop you or possibly stop you. I mean, simple as that. I'm not about to sit there and try to engage and play into the other fighter's hand by trying to walk forward and rough up and get with this fighter. Excuse me. I'm gonna box and do what I do and make the fight easy on myself. Yeah, he just gotta keep going to the drawing board, keep getting better. Shit. Thank you, honey bun. And that's what he gotta focus on. Just stay locked in, stay in the gym. Devin already a gym rat. You ain't gotta worry about him not being in the gym. That's what he do. See, Devin got a lot of the shit down that people don't have. Discipline, willing to take a risk, wanting big fights. See, some of these fighters don't have the nuts or the heart to do that. That's why I give major respect to EJ and Devin. Y'all lost on the stage, and guess what? How many people gonna put themselves in that position to actually lose on that stage? Because you take a risk every time you go take one of them big fights on that stage. So people can joke and call him a bum and a hype job. See, I don't have those sentiments for Devin Haney because I know he's not a hype job. I leave that to the people that actually hate, truly have hate and malicious intent for Devin Haney. They can have that shit. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Them other folks can do all that extra shit. Me personally, I'm gonna keep the shit a bucko. You know what I'm saying? Being a gym rat, being disciplined, wanting them big fights, going for the gusto. See, that's in him already. So you ain't gotta teach him that. Like I said, he got fixable traits and things and habits that he can fix quickly. Some of these other fighters, they don't have the talent or the skill, and they lack discipline. He got the talent and the skill, and he's disciplined. So you can train and you can fix those things with a Devin Haney. And yes, honey bun, one loss does not define your career. This loss can be a lesson for Devin Haney. You turn this into a lesson and you go become a better fighter and you don't allow that performance that happened last night to happen again. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And then you can go get your rematch, whether it be at 47 or whatever. It don't have to be for no belt. But just go back and take your stock back. Hmm. Now Picasso, he did set it. You might not agree with him with that weight shit, but he set the bar for himself and he put a blueprint out how you can beat Devin Haney. Because that people are gonna go grab this tape right here and they gonna watch this fight right here. Guarantee you. Not saying Devin gonna come in and look like that in the next fight. But now people have a tape and footage that they can look at to try to go game plan on. That's why you put your best foot forward every album because people they got game tape on them now. In this light, so you think people not gonna try to use that and go copy that? Yep, they sure are. It's not about the weight, Picasso. Man, you really stuck on this weight thing, bro. It's about the game plan and execution. That's what it's about, bro. It's not about the weight. When they both rehydrate, they both was big. It's not so much about the weight. It's about game planning and execution. That's what it's about. You got to execute your game plan. Neutralize the other fighter from executing his game plan. Salute Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA. Come back. Talk. TWT in the building. Salute to the queen Tay Tay. I got you. Let me drop this flame for Tay Tay. Yeah. So that's what it's about. It's about execution, game planning, and preparation. Those three things are part of what helps you be successful. You executing the proper game plan that, that you set out for whatever task, whether it's a team, a player, a fighter, or whatever. Whatever it is. You execute, you game plan, and you stick to and you remain disciplined. Even if it's not working, you remain disciplined and you adjust your game plan. You can keep you might have to change about 20% of the game plan because they giving you a different look. But then guess what? You get back to it. You get back to it. So all I'm saying, it's about execution and game plan. They didn't have the best execution and game plan this time around. Hey, it happens. Does that mean that Ryan Garcia is a better fighter than Devin Haney? Not necessarily. He was better than him on that night. But does that mean that he's a better, more complete fighter than Devin? No. But he had his number, and he got history with him. Simple as that. DP Rocker, TWT in the building. Salute to my big bro, DP's. Let me drop you this flame. I mean, you can say the ref, but even then, the ref was in favor of Devin. Man, I mean, I get what you're saying, Picasso, but it's just not gonna fly in this situation, bro. Because if you agree to it, then you accepting all terms that's coming with whatever the situation has changed and has switched to. That's like me and you fighting at 140. You come in at 143, Picasso. Now I can bitch and complain about it, but if I still want that fight, then it's gonna be what it's gonna be. The rules for being overweight is a fine. Now, if you 10 pounds, then you say, fuck that, I'm not doing that shit. 1, 2, 3 pounds, that's water weight. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, from my view, exactly. But hey, that's all I'm saying. I can see if the weight was so barren that it made that much of a difference. It really didn't. Because Dev grabbed Ryan and you could tell how strong Dev was. By him grabbing him and stopping him in his momentum, you know that the man's strong. So I mean, I'm just not going for no way excuse. Sorry, just not. I get it, but it's that them 3 pounds didn't stop the execution in the game plan. The execution in the game plan with what it was gonna be. They won it.
What's good with it, man? Hey, I was gonna say, if I had a super wrench, I'd time Picasso out for not clicking the link to come up here and talk instead of being a chat warrior on a mute point, worrying about something that had nothing to do with nothing. Like we all don't do that, Zoe. We all know it's a narrative
Mm-hmm.
thing when it comes to. And my bad, I'm not taking my kids outside. It's we all know it
You all
has
right?
something to do with it when it comes to weight with certain people and stuff like that. But like I said earlier, when I said to Picasso, if the weight was a concern about Ryan coming in 3 pounds overweight, what they should have did as a smart camp is automatically if they knew if they because obviously Dev and them know they can't better than anybody else would, so they would know if they had to kill themselves to make 140 for this camp, right? Because everybody was saying his face was sunk in as a smart camp, if you knew your fighter was depleted and this other fighter was completely healthy because he came in 3 pounds overweight, meaning that he didn't even attempt to drain himself, that means he's obviously gonna have more nutrition, more strength, more blood flow, everything else. That advantage is gonna be to him. A smart camp would have automatically said, "Now we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight Barbosa, and we can revisit this Ryan situation when he decides he wants to take the fight serious and make 140." That's what a smart camp would have did if he really wanted to protect
Mm-hmm.
Dev. You know what I mean? But they believed in their skills and believed that like you know what I'm saying that they could beat him and thought like he wasn't gonna listen to Derek or he you know like Ryan pretty much tricked him out of it. You know what I mean? For a lack of I'm gonna mute myself. 'Cause it's gonna get loud as hell about his motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my bad. I was just saying, like
Mm-hmm.
they believe everything and everything that caused them to put themselves at a disadvantage, and we saw
Mm-hmm.
the results of it of this happening. So it was like you know it was a hell of a
Hold on real
fight.
quick. They want Mr.
Yep,
Fuck Your Feelings. Who you is? Is that DP?
prop.
Yo,
Yep,
Yo.
and And just to
what's
finish
happening?
this point real quick five, and I'll hand it off to DP.
Go ahead.
I compared the fight earlier to AB versus Maidana, and Qui corrected me saying minus the loaded gloves, which is if you remember that Maidana fight, Maidana hurt Broner
Mm-hmm.
multiple times, but Broner kept getting up and kept fighting. That's the same thing Dev did.
Mm-hmm.
He kept getting up and kept fighting. But again, AB camp, you know, and they let him down. Why? Because they didn't make sure that they was on the up and up on making sure that them hand wraps was done right in McDonald's camp. So they, you know, your team dropping the ball can cost you your O, or it can cost you, you know, what I'm saying, a career defining or career changing fight. You know, what I mean, we saw AB what happened with him, Madonna, and he ain't been the same since. So now we're gonna have to see how you know what I'm saying Dev is able to bounce back from this and the results of that you know what I'm saying situation happening. Like it's just one of them things, bro, where it's like I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk, but at the same time, like certain things happen and it don't be necessarily the fighter fault. It's they camp. They camp is the one that dropped the ball and they put their fighter at a disadvantage in one way or another. Okay, Zo, go away from it. Go. Okay, go over here. Go over here. You sitting up here telling daddy bad bug and you sitting here looking at it.
Bruce
But yeah,
Jazz,
man, it's
Boxing Jazz, and more. What's good, Brucey?
but that's all I had. I'm gonna mute up.
Hey, I want to
DP.
piggyback off. I want to piggyback off A1 was saying, man. I agree with him. And today's sports and boxing, I agree, man. You can't be dropping the ball like that. It's too much funny shit going on. You know, what I saw, honestly, I saw the same with Tyson Fury. That's what I saw. The same Rick James vibes. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we ain't gonna make no excuses, but yeah, I think his team did drop the ball. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And that just you got to be on the up and up, man. And I don't care if it's somebody going in the locker room. You can't trust people nowadays, man. You can't. You can't.
Mm-mm.
So, and the sad part about it is it'll never come out. It'll never come out because he got the complexion for the protection. It'll never
Mm-hmm.
come out. They wanted that man to lose bad. That the fact that he didn't give a fuck when he dropped the belt and he didn't care about the belt, that ought to tell you something right there. He just wanted to beat his ass. Fuck the belts. They don't care, man. No, none of
Mm-hmm.
that shit. So, but ain't no excuses. I'm still not giving them credit. I'm still not giving them credit. So, it is what it is. But we got to see how he bounced back after this, man. And he is a stand-up dude. He gave him too much, and he paid the price for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to piggyback off everyone, man. I totally agree. His team dropped the ball, and it's sad, man. Because they out here killing them now, and people don't care about if you cheat. You know they don't care about that. They don't care about the up and shit, man. This shit been rigged for years, dog. This shit been rigged for years. That's why I'm just sitting here like, bro. I told my brother the same shit when we was watching the fight, man. Like this shit don't look right. This shit don't look right. I get the same, Tyson Fury vibes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, I disagree with that, DP, and not the my bad, G5 for interrupt you. I disagree. It ain't got
Yeah.
nothing to do with the straight and
Talk to
narrow
me,
because
though.
there ain't. It's rare for one fight that we done heard of where it ain't been some type of A side advantage or some fighter that came in with some sort of advantage. The whole point is he came in at 143 and Dev and them said what? Okay, pay 500K per pound and we good. And so that eliminates any argument of saying he cheated because they agreed to it. If you agree to something, that
Mm-hmm.
eliminates the cheating aspect of it. Like if I know that like for me, if I'm fighting somebody and I see that 3 pounds, but what though? Okay, hold on, I'll get it in 1 second. I know I just went through. Hold on, daddy, go get the keys and I'll get it for you. When if I know I just went through, you know what I'm saying, hell and back to make a weight class, and you coming in, I look at you and I know you overweight and I know you look healthier and I know that you didn't even.
I don't know what happened, but
The A1.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know which part I left off, but to make a long thing short, it was that his Ryan and them did what they did, and Dev agreed to it. So once he agreed, that eliminated any sort of him being able to come back to the table and say, "I feel slighted or cheated," because if you already knew something wasn't on the up and up, you wasn't forced to agree to it because you already had Barbosa who was on the undercard who said he willing to step in. They could have bounced Ryan and said, "Bro, he didn't even try. He came in 3 pounds overweight. We not giving that advantage because we know how the fight game works." You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
well
once he. Yep, go ahead.
let me ask you this. So with that said, and they do an investigation and find out some shit was funny, then what?
But that's the thing. What investigation are they going to do outside of the fact that Ryan came in and literally said, "I didn't attempt to make weight. I rolled the dice on whether or not Dev and them would allow me to come in 3 pounds overweight, and the money that 500K per pound, I paid 1.5 to come in 3 pounds over, and that was the end of it, and that cost them. Like, what are they going to investigate besides him not attempting to make weight?
So basically, you were saying basically he he paid Devin to beat his ass. That's what it sounds like. I mean, I'm paying this money per pound, and I'm gonna beat your ass.
That and again,
Right.
that you said they're gonna investigate.
Makes
Only thing
sense.
they should be investigating is why Dev can't allow for that to happen because they
Right.
were the ones. They're the ones that make whether or not this fight happens. Like I said, they could have literally said, "Fights off of Ryan, we're gonna fight Barbosa." And guess what? The
Yeah.
crowd, like all of us, as far as fans, would have been like, "Oh, Dev!" Like, bro, he came in at 143. We are not stupid. Like, if you come in
Right.
3 pounds over and you were posting that you were 146 the week before, that tells me that you did not try to attempt to make weight. So you wanted a health benefit in your side. So if you gonna
Right.
do that, I'm not gonna give you a fight on a pride perspective at my own risk or disadvantage to myself just to prove a point to y'all. It's like, nah, we can revisit this fight
Mm-mm.
after I whoop up Barbosa. We can fight 3 months from now. And when you serious about
Absolutely.
making 140, which is what I'm doing, then we can do it. But again, like I know a lot of people are saying it's a slap in the face of boxing and this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, Dev didn't have to agree to it. So it's like it's a slap in the face, but it's a slap in the face on the other side of being of just making a bad business decision of
Right.
taking, you know what I'm saying, agreeing to it. You know what I mean? Like I agree
Yeah,
it's a slap in the
absolutely.
face, but at the same time, it's like, what can you say when somebody agree?
See, see, the reason I look at it, in a slightly different, and I kind of feel some the same way because you made the bet with him that he was gonna come in overweight before the fight. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of
Right.
hard to say, bro. You had made the bet with him and they accepted it. So you was already in some form of knowing that he might not come in on weight. See what I'm saying? So you kind of it's kind of being a hypocrite in a way because like you can't say oh the weight was going to be an issue, but you betted him before the fight, so you already knew it was a possible chance that this man's going to come in over 140. Then you obliged the bet, took it, and so we like, all right, we square. Don't even worry about them 3 pounds. I don't care about it. That's basically what you said. I don't need them three
Right.
pounds to whoop your ass.
Right.
It ain't for my belt, but still, I don't need these 3 pounds to whoop your ass. And
Agreed.
shit, that's that. So it's like if you had not made the belt before the fight and actually took that money and he just paid the section about it, then it's like okay, not so much. But if you already got a bet in play weeks before, you already had an idea that this man wasn't gonna come in on weight. So I
Right.
can't give you the weight excuse because you already knew that the nigga possibly gonna be coming in overweight. So it's hard for me to, you know what I'm saying, try to say, oh yeah, because of this. Well, I can't give you that because you betted him that he was gonna come in overweight to begin with. Now, if he had not had a bet in play, it have a little bit more credence to it, in my opinion. But if you already bet him, you found it comical in a sense. Like, yeah, this nigga can't
Right.
even make weight. Watch this. Watch this. Then you got the 1.5. It ain't like he capped on you. The nigga actually paid his shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and that's why I say it's about professionalism. It's not so much that you cheated. It's about professionalism. You got the win, and you could have been the champ. That's being a professional. That's part of your professionalism. And people not gonna want to be doing a lot of business if they know you're not a professional. And that's what I was speaking on earlier. You gotta be a complete professional in this shit. No matter how good of a talent you are, people want to do business with motherfuckers who are professionals. You know what you're gonna get. He can do all the antics as long as he go in there perform and he make weight. He can do whatever fuck antics he want to do.
Yeah. I get you.
But long as you know what I'm saying, doing what you're supposed to. That's why they when AB was at the top in the height of his game, he had answers and did and said a lot of shit. What they gonna say? He make weight and he go in and kick ass and he sell pay per views. Guess what? He's an asset. We don't care about him doing them antics. He make weight, he come in, he win, and that's what they want. Give them their return on their investment for their money and sell pay per views. As long as they get paid, they ain't tripping. ATX Red, big tech, salute to you, bro. What it do? So
Yeah, I feel
that's
you. I feel
just
you what you're saying.
now. I don't now. I agree with him coming in 3 pounds over. No, I'm a professional. I want you to be right there with him, but I can't be mad if the other party agreed to it and they did just like the sanction about it to do. You get fined for coming in pounds over. So that means you in acceptance of you 143. Okay, cool. Pay me this. Okay, cool. We still fight. So if that was the case, it should have been a conversation that should a round table or huddle in the locker room. Do we want to fight him with him coming in 3 pounds over? Or what you do, you take that hour time that they give the person who's over, and you go put yourself 3 pounds on.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, unfortunately, since he was already overweight, the belt ain't even on the line no more. So you might as well go ahead and start your rehydration and go ahead and add 3 more pounds on too. Shit.
Work.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
if you was going have the power to call some shots, and just like you just did, he overweight you the champ. Okay, I'm like, all right, y'all give me an hour. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna match his weight, and we still gonna fight. That's what I would have done. Hmm. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, you
it's just
143. Okay, bet. I mean, and you being a professional, you wouldn't have to worry about that if you was being a professional. So I get where you going with it too. If motherfucker was a complete professional, this weight conversation wouldn't even been a topic.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I get it, but I'm not gonna let people use that as an excuse of why he lost.
Nah, he lost because he didn't switch up his game plan.
Yeah,
That's why he lost. I
but you
mean,
got
I ain't
but
taking
you
nothing
got
away from the loss. He lost.
yeah. Now people running around and they throwing that weight out, and that's one of their talking points. But me, I'm like, don't come near me with that, because I'm gonna fry you with that shit. I don't want to hear shit about that. I'm looking at what I seen in the ring, and guess what? Lack of execution and game planning. Some people think that shit is sweet with certain people, and just because one fighter beat them, that means you gonna beat them. No, you still gotta go out and perform. Like I always say, you still gotta go out and perform, bro. Still got to. You're not excused or excluded from going out to perform just because you might be the favorite or people feel like you're gonna win this fight. So you still better go out there and go do your job. Because guess what? Ryan wanted to beat you, and he believed he was gonna beat you.
Yeah, so bad that he didn't even give a fuck about the belt. He didn't care. He just like he wanted that one up on him. He didn't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're right though. The other team did drop the ball, man. So and it'll never come out. I mean, I don't think that Team Haney will never make excuses for why they lost. They just don't seem like that. They're that type of people. But my eyes told me different. Fuck that. Shit.
Hmm.
My eyes told me different. And I've been watching boxing for a long time. I know Rick James when I see Rick James. And that
Mm-hmm.
shit is a hell of a
Oh.
drug. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, not to interrupt you, I'll say this, right? I think Ryan Kemp dropped the ball against Tank the same way Dev Team dropped the ball too.
Exactly.
Because there's
Exactly.
no way he should have went in there and they gave him 1 pound, literally just 1 pound. He could have went in there and literally like just one took a poop, you know what I mean, and lost that 1 pound and then rehydrated to whatever amount that he wanted to, but instead he thought Tank was the weakest link out of the so-called biggest names at that division, and he paid the price for it. The same thing can be said about like their team, man. Like they dropped the ball because they honestly believed that like even though they was 3-3 in the amateurs, they had what it took to beat him. Thinking that I don't think they thought he was crazy. I just think that they thought Dev had all the answers to anything that Ryan could have brought to the table, but they underestimated
Right.
that him and Derek James' game plan, and the fact that you know what I'm saying his speed probably was faster than what they thought. The power was more real than what they thought, and on top of it, the strategy. And he actually stuck to the game plan. I think they underestimated all that, and again they paid the price for it. I'll be dead honest. I was literally sitting there because I ain't gonna. You can call me biased if you want to. Anytime when there's one of my own versus somebody that's not my own, I'm gonna always go for my own. So I was sitting there with a vested interest from that standpoint of looking at it like, you know what I'm saying, this is another brother that looked like me that's young, that didn't accomplish a lot. I don't want to see him take no L into it unless it's to one of our own. And that's just me being brutally honest from that standpoint where I was like, damn, man, like not like this. Like that was the only thing I was saying. And then as soon as he got knocked, he got hurt. And then when he got knocked down officially and stuff, I was like, bro, automatically the first thing, like I said, came to my mind was AB versus Maidana. That was the first thing I thought of. Was like,
Uh-huh.
I was like, damn, man, I know what this gonna be. Cause like that, they want Ryan to win. You know what I'm saying? Even though obviously people trying to say that that ref kind of try to trick it off and then the judge and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, bro, it was kind of clear as day. It's hard to go against Ryan losing that fight when you drop somebody on, you know what I'm saying? What is it? On
Okay,
record
he
3 times, but you hurt him multiple times throughout the fight. It's like whenever he wanted to press forward and get to Dev or like let his hands go, like Dev didn't have much in return for it. Dev clipped him that one time and hurt him. But what did Ryan do? Ryan backed up, banged his hands together, and was like, "Let's get to it." And you notice that Dev didn't rush in like guns a blazing because he knew what just had happened, bro. He was like, "Nah, I'm not running into that. I'm not gonna rush in there to try and finish
Mhm.
him off because I might run into something."
I put it like this. Now, from the first time he got rocked in round one, I think his brain had recovered. I don't think his legs had recovered. I think it took him a few rounds. He came back out round two. You know what I'm saying? He started laying it on. But I don't think he was fully recovered. He just was in shape and he was able to just weather the storm. But I think he was actually hurt. He ain't gonna tell us. But just based on the body language, you know what I'm saying? It changed up his whole game plan. You know what I'm saying? Once he got caught with that first one, and he knew that Ryan Powell was even more for real this time. It was like shit. I got to be careful with engaging. Why you think Tank fought him the way he fought him and countered Ryan and let him open himself up? Tank didn't want to get in heated exchanges because he like shit. This nigga can punch. I'm not stupid. Just like when I felt Rolling Power. Once he feel your power, you know you can punch. Tank like, all right, I know how I'm gonna have to fight you. So you know what I'm
And
saying?
five,
You gotta
and not
let him open up and come to you because guess what? He lacks defensively.
and five. Not to interrupt you, Tank got clipped in that fight. If you go back and watch that Tank fight, bro, like Ryan caught him with something, and Tank had to hold on for a minute himself. Even though he definitely is durable, he had to hold on too. He felt something in that fight, and the crazy part was you spot on with it because I didn't watch that fight 4 times. I'm gonna watch it a fifth time as well. Like when he got clipped with that first left hook, even though like when he got hit with that and it stunned him, bro, he you could tell he was like
Mm-mm.
he couldn't get the timing down at the speed of because if you look at it, that Ryan kept changing the speed and the trajectory of that left hook. Like the other one he
Mm-hmm.
threw a jab and then he hooked right off that jab, bro. It caught Dev off guard. Like Dev literally was right there for the taking for it, and it completely shocked him, bro. He was like, damn, I can't gauge down the distance, the speed. He knew he had power, but he couldn't do nothing with none of it. He was like, man, like damn, like he looked like he
Then
was trying
Ryan,
to.
yeah. Then Ryan started throwing a little dummy jab out. It might touch him, but that was just to distract him. And then he firing off the left. Boom! He started putting two together. Bam, bam. Start bang to the body here and there. Not a lot, but it was more so he was just catching them with just out time. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. People might not want to say that, or what I'm saying. They'd be like, no, he wasn't getting out box. Well, let's just tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that's what it was. And timing, that shit was, you know, he had it down. They studied. You could tell Derek James them studied film. They studied his footwork. They studied his movements. And certain times, Ryan was able to cut off the ring. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like shit. He right there. Then you gotta reset, readjust, and here we go. But I mean, it was just a good game plan by Derek James, man. Ryan went out there and executed to the T for the most part. He had some few lapses, but for the most part, he stuck to the game plan. You know, so
Hey, my bad. I dropped my phone
you
trying to get
good.
out of my pocket. I was gonna say, and then on top of that, just to add on to what you said about him sticking to it, and Ryan actually is weird, even funny to even say it. Is Ryan set him up, bro? Like, and he set traps for him and did walk right into it. That's the part that surprised me with some of it. Like when they did that exchange, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was round 10 when they was exchanging, and he clipped Dev with a right that stunned him, and then when he hit him with that left, bro, he just dropped. His legs was gone. He was already stunned off of the right,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people wasn't paying attention
Mm-hmm.
to that. If you watch it down when they
It,
show the
it
highlight of
was
it,
jab.
but he clipped him.
It was jab. The jab. The jab stunned him, and then he followed up with that left, and he dropped.
hmm No, I'm talking about the one where he hit him with the right, because he hit him with a right first, because
No,
it
that's what
was
I'm
a
saying.
short right,
No,
like,
no, that's what
oh
I'm
yeah,
saying.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, he caught him. I know what Ray talking about. They thought it was just the
hmm
left, but he hit him with the right first, and then followed up with the left. That would put him on his pockets. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And I was like, if the jab hurting you now, oh, you really got a problem.
hmm
You got a
And like,
problem because now if they straight jab is hurting you, now usually the jab don't hurt them all the time. It be the hooks and the uppercuts and shit. But if a person jab start hurting
hmm
you, now they got you. They really starting to smell blood. You know what I'm saying?
yep. And then the fact too,
Yeah.
bro. Like Dev showed he got heart. Dev got hurt and he got dog because a lot of people thought he didn't have a chin, and if he didn't have a chin, he
He was
gonna get
getting
slept.
cooked.
Dev was getting clipped and getting up and fighting. Like even though he held to survive, like he got heart. I can tell you that much. He may be chinny, but he didn't get knocked out. You know what I mean? Like he got clipped
Yeah.
a couple of times
He
and got
tough.
knocked down, but he got up.
He tough. That's why I'm like, you know what I'm
hmm
saying? With that and T, it was the range, but it wasn't so much of the range. It was the timing. He had Devin timing down to the T. I mean, like his footwork, like it was certain shit. You could tell that he was working on that shit. The game plan, and he was hooking when Dev was throwing a jab, and Dev head was still on the line because Ryan was snapping that left hook out so fast. If you don't get out the way, and that's where the range come in at, and he got you, and he had the timing down. Shit, you might be in trouble. Yeah, yeah, Josh, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. Then round 7 came, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see the tide start to change. It was good rounds in between, but you got 3, 10, 8 rounds. So that's already 3 rounds for Ryan. Now you got 9 more rounds. So once I seen that, I'm like, oh man, we might be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? If you got range, reach, plus timing, and speed and power, you're a dangerous fighter because you can get your shit off before they can get theirs off. And if Ryan actually take it serious and get for real defensively aware, they gonna have a problem with him. Really have a problem with him. If he gets to where he's even more fluid defensively, they gonna have a problem. They go for Dev. Dev get even more tight on his defensive. He gonna be that much better. He increase and get comfortable where he can fight in the pocket, catch and shoot. Like this right here. Like look, prime example. When you're on the inside, right? This is what I'm talking about right here. Let me go to it. This is what I'm talking about. Look at Abdul on the inside now. This is what Dev got to do on the inside. Y'all see Abdullah
Started crying, so I
catching
just
it?
went and grabbed it off his shoulder.
Let me play that again for the folks. You see how he's in the pocket. He's using his athleticism, but he's catching what he's throwing and shooting his shit back off. It's called catch and shoot.
Oh my bad, my bad. How the hell do I keep on muting myself, bro? I'm like yelling and shit, yelling and shit for my kid not to go far. My fault, y'all in the chat.
No,
What? So T,
hey, then nobody hear you
huh?
because that clip was finishing up, and it's gonna mute you automatically.
Oh, okay.
So
Nah,
you was straight.
what T was saying that Dev was throwing his way out and he was getting caught. It was like, nah, bro, Dev was standing stationary and it was a few times where Ryan clipped him just with like a standing left hook, bro. Like Dev was standing there just looking at the left hook
He
come.
he just firing them hoes off so quick. It was like,
Yeah.
in a sense, like he hadn't fully recovered or his reflexes were slightly off. You know what I'm saying? From getting his bell rung. And it was like I seen he was like soon as they got out of the clinch, they were just right there. Dale took it like his little usual half step back or whatever. And Ryan just fired off. Boom! I'm talking about quick. Boom! It was hit him right on the button. I'm like, brother, that boy hands is fast. And I think they underestimated that shit. Like they thought, okay, he was throwing the right too. You know what I'm saying? They called him a one-trick pony, but it's like, hey, look, if you got speed and power, you can end the fight. You ain't got to be the most accurate. Just land one or two of them, where you can slow them down and you got more chance to capitalize. Yeah, T. That nigga Ryan, he could punch. And some of them, it was a couple of them he dropped dead, and it wasn't even a full connect like that right on the button. Some of it was like on the forehead, on the sliding off top of the top of the dome, and them hoes just hurt. T Comic, my boy Terrence Comic, what's good, fam? What's good with you, bro? And that's just what it's just what it is, man. It was just times where he might have been a little loopy after he got his bell rung and got dropped the first time. He recovered, but did he recover like he wanted to? Maybe not. Whatever it was, at some point in there, Dev actually started second guessing himself, which you usually don't see, to where he felt like what I'm doing just not working. And I'm be honest with you, that's what it seemed like at certain points. It seemed like he was trying to figure it out, and he just couldn't figure it out. Now, that could be a number of things. You think about that power hitting you again, or whatever the case might be. But something had him to where he was a half second off on when he usually a fire, and Ryan was capitalizing. That's why I say it's important. Be yourself. Be who you are. And I mean, be who you are. Because if you don't, you know what I'm saying, you risk, you know what I'm saying, you can risk defeat. You can put yourself in the ways to where you might not have been in harm's way because of the style that you was presenting. Shit happens more often than not. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That can't be fixed. That's why I say all the little deficiencies are fixable. And part of it is you gotta tighten up you gotta tighten your corner up. Don't mean it's bad, but you gotta add some extra layers to it. Some stuff just not gonna work for everybody. And you get to a point to where sometimes you need an extra set of eyes or ears in the camp or in the corner, you know what I'm saying, to give you some fresh looks. Unfortunately. So I mean, I wish the best. I want my man's to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Go and go get you a fight ASAP once you clear. You know what I'm saying? Get back in the win column and then go in there and go on your next run or do whatever you're gonna do. You still the champ. But every champ we got a deficiency in somewhere in their game. It's all about who gonna be able to exploit it or expose it. Everybody got deficiencies. Nobody to the point to where they don't have no deficiency or they a perfect fighter. Ain't none of these guys perfect. So it's gonna be some knock or some flaw. You're gonna have some weakness somewhere. Is it a glaring weakness? Maybe, maybe not. But it's all about, can the opposition expose or exploit that weakness. If they can't, then they at your will. If they can, you might have a long night. As simple as that. And then about game planning. That's I need some of these I need people to take this game planning and blueprint a strategy. Like when I put like this, when I come up with a plan, say if I'm your trainer, Picasso, we're gonna have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We may have about 8 game plans. You might not even have to go to plans. Plan 1 and 2, or plan 1 might be doing get the job done. But I'm gonna have you so prepared that whatever they want to throw at you, you prepare for it and you done worked on it. See, that's just how I just strategize in life with whatever I'm doing. I got multiple plans. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they efficient. I'm talking about well thought out detailed plans, not just little rinky dink shit. Like I go into deep thought and think about how to put the best possible plan together that'll benefit not just myself, my woman, but the whole fam, the whole team. That's what I do. So I be sitting down, might be quiet, might be off, y'all don't see me, but trust me, I'm formulating game plans and thinking of fresh ideas for us all. because I can't do this shit all by my goddamn self. I'm one man, and I ain't no goddamn Capcom character. I ain't Goro. I don't got 8 arms. You see what I'm saying? I'm a normal human being like everybody else. Now my work rate and my efficiency rate may be at a different caliber or different speed. But shit, if I can do it, you can do it too. People just gotta think. And I think a lot. Even even when I was in high school, I always had a game plan. I ain't bullshitting. I had a game plan. School, sports, everything after that. Y'all think I'm lying? Ask Terrence Comic. He in the chat. We was in school together. Hmm. That's one of my bros. I've been like this for a long time. I'm the same dude. I just got older and had kids. That's all. And that's what, you know what I'm saying? There's some complex fighters out here. You know what I'm saying? There's some complex ass fighters and some complex and very intelligent coaches out here. So you better be on top of your shit. You know what I'm saying? So you better, you gotta test to have your fighter mind open for growth and for complex shit. Because you gonna run across some situations in life that are very deep, dense, and complex. And you're gonna have a game plan. Yeah, you're gonna have to have a game plan. Cause just going out there guns blazing might get you picked off. Why you think when people go to war, they always have a game plan? Because you can run out there with with guns blazing, and I know it's a nigga sitting on top of the hill. Target practice. Bow. And that's how some people are. They don't know what the hell is on the other side of the hill. But they finna run out there guns blazing. And guess what? Fuck around, meet they fatality. That's why people execute a game plan to go to war. That's why they strategize. That's why they they call it flanking. If you don't know what I'm talking about, FLANKING, flanking. That's when you surround an object or a person. Left, right, front, back. Preferably like a box or a circle. You basically block it, you boxing them in. And that's what they use in military. That's what they use in war, all this type of shit. But they got a game plan because you don't know what's waiting on the other side. That's why people come up with game plans. But people love to wing it though. Yeah, people love to wing it. They ain't even thought about how they gonna properly navigate through a certain thing. But guess what? They gonna still do it anyway, not knowing what could be waiting on. You know, people just gotta think and strategize. Yeah. People will walk out here like, man, I'm in a territory. I don't see nobody. Ain't nobody out here. Yeah, nigga. Not knowing you got 10 folks eyeing you down right now. That's why I peep my surroundings when I'm just moving anywhere. I look at the roof. I look, shit, man. People will be where you least expect them, and I'm prepared for it. I done watched too many movies, too many art of war movies, too many goddamn, a little bit of everything. So I keep myself prepared. Never know what nobody at. Yeah, I done strategized for situations that possibly could happen in my normal day-to-day life. What would I do? How would I do it? If this situation was to come about? How would I get myself, my woman, my mom, my kids? How would I make sure we all good and we all safe? So I think about like normal situations and crazy shit people do. What if it happened to me? Or I see situations that happen. What if I was in that? How could I be prepared and what would I do possibly in that situation? And I game plan. I'm in Texas, so you know I'm strapped. We all strapped. But I'm making sure that my goal every day is if I leave my house, is to get back home the same way I came back. That's my prayer every day I leave the house. Allow me to make it back home the same way I left. It's real shit. And I don't know where everybody's mindset at. Like, you can be, game plan and prepare yourself, but are you willing to go through with some of the acts that might come with it? See, that's where I have no problem with anything that I game plan for. Oh, I'm cool with that. I have no problem doing it. I have no problem. So, you know what I'm saying? People want to be the boss and pay the cost to be the boss. All that shit. Yeah, it does. But it's gonna be some real shit that might come on, it may come about and land on your plate that make you have to get your hands dirty. And some of these folks ain't cut out for it. Some of these folks ain't cut out for it. Like, I'm prepared for whatever in any situation that's gonna come about my way, land on my doorstep, or that's gonna be put in my face, based on how people handle it. Depending on how you handle it or how you react, it's gonna cause how I react. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, I see a lot of people going around and look, take your wins like a man, you take your L's like a man. Like, that's why I speak and talk my topics, especially when it comes to like Haney, Tank, Shakur, the trio, those three. I do most of my talking on my page. And if somebody happen not to like it or my take, it is what it is. But I ain't gotta ask no fucking permission or nothing, none of that shit to speak on what I want to speak on, how I feel about it. I just do it on my own shit. And then after the battle, with nobody that's gonna be nut hugging and all of that, doing the most as hostess and being the cabana boy for and the maid and the anything under the sun for a fighter or wannabe. I'd be laughing because some of y'all got too much time or y'all just that damn petty. I ain't doing. I ain't doing. I ain't wasting no time. Leave it just like that. But shout out and congrats to both fighters. Gave us a good fight. Ryan happened to be victorious. What's next? He said he going to 47. He got options. Devin still the 140 champ. He got options. And you probably won't have no trouble getting no fight because people gonna think it's sweet and they gonna try you. I guarantee you right now, Matias want to take that fight now. I bet you if they send an offer to Matias, he gonna take it. He gonna take it because he gonna go in his mind thinking that I'm gonna knock him out and take his belt. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise because in some of these boxers' eyes, Devin was a little bit too good for him. They didn't think they were gonna be able to get to him. Now I guess you could say some of them think he look human now, and they willing to take a chance now. Like I guarantee you, Shakur really will fight him now. Like since he lost, people that he had questions about if he could get those fights, I guarantee you right now they want to fight him now. Right now, he can get whatever fight he possibly want to. He might be able to get the T.O. fight right now because he lost. And see that can be fool's gold for their ass. So y'all thinking because he had an off night and he lost that they are gonna be able to do the same exact shit. Triangle theories don't work. So they gonna think it's sweet. So they gonna look at Devin in a different light. So they gonna, oh hell yeah, and he got a belt. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go get that belt. Then I just gotta do this, and this. But that was that fight with Ryan. When you get in there, it's gonna be a whole different version. And I ain't tripping if he fight a TO. Like say if he fight TO and go beat TO right after this. TO got a little buzz. He got a belt. He'll be unified after taking a loss. And see, right now, Devin is fool's gold for these boys. They gonna think that he pussy, which he showed he got hard and he ain't no punk. So if anybody was thinking, oh, Devin is a punk, he's soft and all that, but look, he didn't get knocked out. Whether no matter how you want to try to slice the pie or whatever, Harvey Doc got in the way here or there. Either way it go, he got back up. Every time he was never out when he got knocked down. He got back up. So you can say he may be chinny if you want to, or you can say he can't take a punch. But he got back up. every time, every time. You know what I'm saying? So Dev is still in position to go do whatever pretty much he want to. That's why I'm like, can't say he done. You know what I'm saying? Only thing this is gonna do is make him hungry. In Dev eyes, I just got embarrassed on national television. What you think he gonna do? He gonna get his mind right, and he gonna go right back to the gym and go in overdrive. He gonna think about that loss every day, and that's gonna be his fuel to push and rocket fuel himself right back. Because now people gonna be like, oh, okay, Ryan better than you now. So now he gonna have to go on a own slot and just start knocking these dudes off. He got the belt. He still got some control and he still got some power. And now you could just go and try to make a fight with one of these champions. You can go after Pitbull Cruz. Yep, you can go after Pitbull Cruz. He'll take it. He'll take that fight. Frontline salute to you. What's good with you, man? Salute to you, homie. So I just sit back. I'm a supporter of these fighters. I admire their courage to go in here for their profession. They choose to get punched in the face for our entertainment. So they all get my respect in that aspect because we not the ones going to go do it. So while people out here they can shit on Dev if they want to, see, I will critique. I'm not gonna shit on the man. I don't have no reason to. He still went in there and fought. What a lot of people not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I just critique and I see where he could be better. And he got simple shit. Simple shit that he just gotta just tweak. That's it. Minor adjustments. Some people got glaring major holes. He got little small, minor, tiny pequeño things. And he's 25. He's not like 37. Quick say, yeah, me had to stop falling in love with these fighters. Hey, some of these guys can't help it. And I said that some years back. I said, man, some of these dudes are in love with these fighters. Just look how they act and look at their actions when somebody say anything remotely about them. You can just be making a small little critique. You ain't shit on them or do nothing. They gonna lose their shit. Hey, front line, exactly. It's like you gotta respect the man. And I see people want to go on this shitting spree on him. I'm just not gonna do it. I refuse. Too much respect for the sport of boxing. Too much respect for them as fighters. Period. Not as I don't have to respect what they do outside the ring, but what they do in there, whether I like their style 100% or they the favorite fighter I like to watch. I respect all fighters they get in that ring. So I'm looking for the people that's gonna run around and say he done. Cause just know y'all about to start seeing it. Y'all about to see all these Haney, really Haney haters that's gonna say he done now. He done. And it's gonna be people that's gonna be falling into it and buying the bullshit narratives. And it's a load of shit. Literally, it's a load of shit. You'll see it sometime this week floating around. And they gonna title it be like, "What's next for Haney?" And then you go on the live, and all they gonna be doing is talking about he done. Watch. Yeah, they can try. They can try to say that he trash. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they give credit and credence to T.O. Cruz. He earned. I mean, shit. He went and took a belt. Shit. He earned. He getting his. You know what I'm saying? So either one, take a fight. And I say fight one. Fight Sandor. You can work on and box and do what you got to do to get that win. I'm not saying, and not just looking over, but just go do what you do, but implement the things that you need to work on. What I say. Then jump back on in there. Like yeah, you might got beat up, but you didn't get KO'd. You know what I'm saying? Heal up, do what you got to do. You really didn't have cuts. You was more swole than cut. So it's like it ain't like you got to hold all this scar tissue to let heal back up. Take you a few months off. Do what you got to do. Then get back to it. Fight your man though. Go do your thing, and after that, shit, try to get Cruz or a hey front line. I like Matias. Matias is a good fighter. You good, A1? It's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Matias is a good fighter. He tough. And if you don't bring your lunch pail with him, shit, your ass in trouble. Hmm. I'm gonna say that. If you come in there half stepping with Sabriel Matias, your ass in trouble. He gonna try to break your shit. He gonna try to crack it. So, for me, I think look, the emotions of the fight and the tension, just him wanting to beat Ryan up so bad, had a part to do to it. You know what I'm saying? Lack of the proper game plan or the proper adjustment on the game plan. And you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel really was the what was it. And the fact that Derrick James had a game plan and he stuck it to Ryan and drilled it to make sure because he trying to create a habit and you know what I'm saying break the normal the normalcy of Ryan doing what he usually does, and that's listen what he want to, and then go do whatever the hell he want. So he training them and getting them, trying to get them to where he stick to the script. You know what I'm saying? So he learning. So I'm just about, you know, I'm gonna give credit where it's due. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that he did come in overweight as unprofessional, and you made it a non-title fight. I don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna be professional and you felt that confident, you should have came in right. Then you could have been the champion right now. You kind of did it. He did himself a disservice. Two, that man came in right. You go ahead and come in right too. I don't rock with that, but I do know that shit. The penalty for that is that you don't forget the belt if you win, and you gotta pay a fine. Whether we like the rule or not, that's the fucking rule. You know what I'm saying? People don't have to like it, but that's the rule. You come in overweight, you don't get a chance to get that belt if you win, and you pay that fine. Javier Valencia, what's good with you, bruh? How you been? What's going on, man? Salute to you. Appreciate you for pulling up. So, shit wild out here. I don't even know. Now, I've been good, Javier. Just working, man, and took a break. You know what I'm saying, from the YouTube, just live streaming. I was still being, certain chats and stuff like that. But now we're pretty much getting back to it though. So, I'll be back more in the mix, and I go from there. You know, now I know some people feel like, hey, Ryan don't get no credit. I done heard certain people, I'm just like, hey, that ain't for me to, to judge. That ain't my place. Mm. So I'm just looking, I'm just like, hey, everybody has their own opinion. Like I say, you don't have to give Ryan 100% credit, but you do got to give him, I mean, some some amount of credit. He still had to go in there and do the job. hmm and some people have a problem, say, Ryan don't deserve no credit. I'm like, shit, both fighters deserve credit. Shit, they gave us a fucking fight for starters. Can't sit up here and not give nobody no fight. We was asking for the fight. Shit, the fight happened. Even if you don't agree with the fucking outcome, So, you know, why I say I can't even call it cheating Picasso because they paid off the pounds and received the money. They talked about it. So you cancel that shit out because you believed that you was gonna win regardless of him being 3 pounds over. So to continue to fight and go take that bread for, and you had a bet that you knew he would, it's like ain't too much you can do about it. You took it. You know what I'm saying? Had an off night. Shit, not the greatest night for him. It is what it is. He went out like a warrior. He's still a champ. He's still the same Devin. But people gonna hate on him. And since he lost, heavy is the head that wear the crown. And when you look at the top tier, the hate it's gonna reign heavy and supreme because you lost. That's why I say that's what I was saying, honey bun. If it's like 10 pounds, then now you really cheat. You know what I'm saying? Did he have give himself a more of an advantage? Yeah, but I can't say that he cheated. Now, turning your back and turning your side to stop the action in the fight, that is a little slick little cheat move. Like I that he did this shit multiple times. Like that shit is yeah, you can't do that because he could have been get 10 off on you and you turn your back. Now he gotta stop the action. Like that, you can't do that. Like he should have got a point for that. Because it's like you can't do that shit, man. Because they ain't gonna just directly just punch you in the back of your head. If they see your back turn, 95% of these boxes, they gonna stop like, oh nah. You know what I'm saying? So Javier, since Ryan came in overweight, that forfeits that championship fight. It just make it just an exhibition fight. Devin still got his belt. So Dev's still the champ. He didn't lose nothing last night. Just got an L, but the belt remains with him. Like anytime anybody come in overweight, it forfeits a championship fight. Like whatever belt or belts were on the line, they just forfeit. They stay with whoever have them, and it's just gonna be a fight, just an exhibition. You still get the fight that you may have wanted to see, but belts just won't be on the line. Because Quee, I'm gonna highlight yours. You know why? So you see, because it's the way they seen him lose, him getting knocked down and seeing him hurt, then ultimately losing the decision. You know what I'm saying? Just like how some people was when Earl lost, they you didn't see him for a minute, they was mad, like it fucked up their day, and all that extra shit. Some people not there like that, but they seen him they ain't never seen him like that. So they kind of shell shocked. Like, damn, did I witness what I just witnessed this past weekend? So some of them just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like shocking, like, damn, Dev lost. If it wasn't the knockdowns and he just lost a decision, they would be like, damn, Ryan put up hell of a fight. He lost. It wouldn't it wouldn't hit like it hit now. Because they seen him in, positions they ain't never really seen him in. He got wobbled with against Linares, but recovered. He was cool. This time, it was times where he was on his knees because he hadn't recollected himself. And Ryan started trying to pull back when he tried to tie up. And he'll just sometimes just be falling because he was loopy. So, that shit stuck with him. That's what people can remember that. Like, damn, we ain't never seen him like that. Mac of the South, salute to you, bro. What's going on with you? Front line, yeah. And if it was any other ref, he probably would have tried to stop it. No. And to me, I'm just like, shit, let him rock on. Shit, he getting back up. Let him keep fighting. Shit, if he was just laying flat on his back, then I would have been like, nah, they need to stop it. But that man just kept getting back up. Shit, knock me down, I'm getting back up. So I'm like, shit, he ain't collected himself at least 60%. Shit, let him rock out. Some people's like, what you think you'll see, what type of dev you'll see. I appreciate that, Mac. It is Mac. Appreciate the support, bro. Always. I'm like, you'll see Dev being the boxer that he usually is. He'll engage when he need to, he have to, then get back to his bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You're gonna see him being the boxer, stick, move, work your mid range when he need to. If he happen to hurt the fighter, try to jump on him. Just do it smartly. Like, I don't think you're gonna see like no difference. He just gonna do what he does the best, and that's box. Now, meanwhile, he gonna continue to, in his camp, they just gonna work on mid range, exchanging in and out, phone booth, just working, slipping, being more active. And when you do have to get in the clinch, you got your free hand. Get you some uppercuts, get you some body blows in. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, like, it's simple stuff. Then, like, if you know you're gonna take that step back, hold the phone. Like, that right hand be down. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like little simple little tweaks. Sir Ken, what it do, man? Salute to you, homie. Appreciate you pulling up, showing love, telling folks smash the like button. Appreciate that, my guy. I appreciate it. Mystery Machine, Business Brain, what's good with you, bruh? Salute to you, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where, it's simple little stuff. Like just protecting yourself and your chin. You know what I'm saying? Clearly you can, some people like I seen some people like Devin can't take a punch. If he couldn't take the punch, he would have been out. Now maybe you could say he don't have the highest punch resistance, then cool. But I can't even say he can't take a punch. He may not have the best punch resistance. So you got to do stuff to compensate for that. So it's just little minor little tweaks. You know what I'm saying? When you come out the clinch, have you for hands up or you be out of range. One of the two. Hold that phone coming out. Because if you come out that clinch and you drop that right hand and you step back, you got your left hand that's right here, around that chest area, but everything else open. If you don't get out or somebody time you, you open to a hook, a straight, power jab. You know what I'm saying? And like I seen Loma having some success with that. He dipped to the right as he coming back up. He, you know what I'm saying? It's like duck hunting. You know what I'm saying? And people just start shooting because he know you coming back up. Just start throwing them joints. Well, Loma do it. He did. He just kept jabbing. So what I say, it's little minor tweaks for Devin. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm nobody's coach, so they don't have to listen to me. I'm just a avid supporter of the sport of boxing and know it pretty well. So I just call it like I see it. Next fight he go into, say he face Sandor next. Sandor might not be able to neutralize none of that, right? And you might see the normal deal. Outbox him, get to his decision, get back on his good foot, and go like that. That's why I say just work on that, inside and, holding the phones in and out of exchange and smooth or be out of range to where they can't hit you. Because especially when you got going against somebody that you know that has power as well. I think they need to bring somebody else in front line. Yeah. Like because you wanna see your fighter progressively growing, right? And the teachings that you're doing, your goal is for you to see that they are progressing in what they being taught and applying it in the ring, fight out to fight basis. It could be something minor, but you seeing them slowly. Okay. Yeah, so I think it just need a new set of lenses. It's like they have talent in him mastering his craft thus far at what he does, and him just knowing how to fight and having the ring experience, you know, and you know what I'm saying, having some nuts to go fight whoever, whether they supposed to be a power puncher, a boxer, or whatever the case might be. And that's what people can't say that he ain't about, because homie trying to go fight. You can keep Bill right there, but need another set of lenses. Need more of a teacher per se. Somebody like a bread man, uh, like a Bozy Ennis, a Derrick James. Uh, hate to say it, nah. You know, you need somebody that's a teacher as well. You know what I'm saying? Most good corners, they got their main coach, but they probably got some OG that's right there. He get a game, and the trainer himself stop and listen to. Like, hey, what you say, bro? Such and such, such and such. Uh huh. Oh, okay, bet. I'm looking into that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, or if the person on the team are they able to make calls and decisions in the heat of the moment, in them battles of the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing we got to take into consider. If they there, what is allowed and what is not allowed? I don't know because I'm not in that corner. Front line. That's what I was saying. See, that's why I say emotions and things played into this fight as well. Like it was a lot of tension, a lot of emotions, and sometimes you can get caught up in the emotions of the fight that led up to it. You get in this fight, you and this person having a back and forth fiasco over years. You know what I'm saying? This was fight number 7. You know, counting the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? It's like a rubber match. You still got your belt and everything like that, but he won. So that was more like bragging rights in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Ryan can say he got the bragging rights. Yeah, you can say, oh, well, you quit against Tank. Well, he can say, well, I nearly knocked you out. Tank stopped me, but I damn near stopped you, type of shit. So, like, Ryan gonna be on his ultimate trolling. I mean, he won. So, you know what I'm saying? He, unfortunately, he gets the rights to do that in this current time. Yeah, Joel Judah, that wouldn't be bad either. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shit, he could bring back in Ben Davidson. He wasn't doing bad with that either. But it's just like as a trainer, you gotta be quick on your feet. You gotta be a quick thinker because you got a short time period in between them breaks, and so and as the round going on to formulate what you see the other team doing, and then tell your fighter like, look, all right, look, he doing this, he doubling up the jab to try to blind you, to try to throw a left hook to the body. Say for example, like say he see that, and then he might be in and out, might set up, and might do it to the other side as well. So he really just trying to set a trap and see which side or which combo gonna get him. the shot he's looking for, right? So say your coach see that. You need a coach that can see that adjustment on the fly. You need a coach to be able to see that, like, all right, look, when he double up this jab, right? I need you to jab with him to disrupt his timing so he can't throw the hook to the body they're trying to throw. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little shit like that. And sometimes you gotta be able to tell, depending on who the fighter is, you gotta be able to break down and explain what you see because just telling them it may not, you know what I'm saying, may not just register. Because some people visual learners, some people auditory, some people both. Yeah. So Fight Sure Kid could have definitely been it. Could have been a number of things, man. Could have been dehydrated. Could have been a lot. But that's why I say that's why we train or they train and they prepare. How you prepare and how you train is how you gonna perform. Most of the time. Most of the time. I say it's a small percentage and it's a there's an exception. Cause I know some people they can have a shitty week all week in track practice. As soon as they get to the track meet, they damn gamers. They ready to go. You like, bruh, Monday through Wednesday, Monday through Thursday, you had a shitty week. It hit track meet day. The nigga go out here and get busy. But I only seen a small percentage and a very few people do that though. Very small percentage. I know a few people like that, but it's like I don't know many. It's like they just gamers. Well, I'm like some people like that though. So well, I say it's a small percentage like that. But I just see this was an emotionally taxing fight for both fighters. This was a mentally and emotionally draining fight for both of them. All the shit that was going on that led up over the years, then you pair that with all the stuff that went on just in the promotion for this fight. So yeah, I think it was a lot. And he still went there and did his thing. Because even with getting knocked down, he was still winning rounds. He just got caught. He was getting rounds. That's why he got a majority draw. But the perception and how the judges and how I would figure they was gonna do. Well, yeah, they say okay, he made his distance and caught up with rounds, but we got 3 10 8 rounds, so they gonna pair that in, okay, and then they gonna score the other rounds. Some of them they could have seen, okay, Devin was taking these, but then when this happened, Ryan started to take this one, and this one. Plus, he got the knockdowns that counted. Picasso, even if he didn't have the 3 pounds, Ryan still was going to be the same puncher. The game plan he had, whether he was at 140 or 143, was going to be the game plan that they went out there with. Whether he came in at 140 or not, he can punch. Every fighter try to get their advantage. If they can get the advantage, they gonna take it. That's just competitive sports, just natural intelligence. If I can get some competitive edge over you that ain't breaking no rule, shit, folks gonna do it. I know I got people that I ran track with. They ain't gonna do no juicing, but they gonna use every other legal ailment that you can use to get they self and get their muscles back recovered. Use the horse liniment gel. They gonna have the massager gun. They gonna get the personal trainer that's gonna stretch them and massage them. They gonna use everything that because that's the way he felt comfortable in Picasso. Shit, we can't say why did he do it. He needed it, and it was a bet that was going on that he wasn't gonna make the weight. So I think that's what you're missing. He already believed that he wasn't gonna make the weight. It wasn't no surprise. Well, can't say he needed it, but okay. For example, Picasso. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this on up. if I had a bet with you, I say you ain't gonna make the 150 limit. I'm gonna use that number out there. I'm gonna say 150, and you like, I bet I will. So I'm already knowing by me just betting you off the rip that guess what? I already have a notion that you may not make the weight. So I can't be surprised about it. A few pounds, I'm okay with it. 5, 10, 10 pounds over, the fight wouldn't happen. Because fighters did been doing this for a long time. It just didn't just start now to where they'll fight the opponent because they came in over 2, 3, 4, some 5 pounds. Mm, ye- yeah, and damn near killed herself. What, coming in at 136? I think. Well, I don't even know. I think he did, and then realized he gonna kill himself trying to do that shit. So the smart thing to do is not do it no more. I don't say that make it the most right thing and the right act to do, but per these boxing rules, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he can come in overweight, pay the fine, keep fighting, and keep going. Tank would have beat him regardless. Two different style of fighters, and Tank can put you out. That's not Devin. That's a major difference. Tank can hit you with a shot in the body or the face, and you be out of there. So either way, yep. I mean, I give Dale. He show he sure does. Sir Ken. But I even give Dale maybe 3 fights, more fights at 40, and I think he gonna be off to 47. I think he gonna try to get at least 3 out of the 4 belts, and he gonna be out. I could be wrong. Maybe try to fight T.O. and Matias, and then get Ghost. That's just me. Yeah, Tank would have been. Shit, Dev one just out there. He got knocked down, but he just went completely out. Tank got a sturdier chin. And Ryan wouldn't have been throwing as often because he know Tank got power that's gonna be coming back up. Yeah, Shakur. Yeah, he said, fuck it. He said, I'm going up. So I wouldn't have did it that way. I would have made weight one, then drop the belts the right way. See what I say? People just gotta be professional because you don't want that stigma on you or attached to you that you lost your belts on the scale or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I mean, Benji, I'm not saying it don't matter, but once you X out that factor by whether agreeing to it by in the form of a bet, and you take the money and receive it, like for example, Benjamin. If we were supposed to weigh in at 150, and I betted you prior to the fight that you will make the weight, in not already kind of having a preconceived notion that you may not make the weight. That's why he made the bet with him because he had already believed that he probably wasn't gonna come in that way. So it's like I can't say that it's fully manipulation when you already kind of got a bet in play. Now that's what I also said. I don't agree with it, and I don't like it, but it kind of X itself out once you paid your fine because due to the rules are you pay the fine and you keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the rules need to be shaken up if you got to sign a contract and you go like that, especially if it's for a title. Now I'm all for it. I like it fair. I like it clean. But if you concede to the notion that is being spoken of and say fuck it, then it's kind of like I can't be mad if the party's okay with it. Yeah, I personally, let me say this for you, Benjamin. I personally wouldn't have been okay with it. Not at all. You gonna meet me just like where I'm getting to. If I'm getting to this point, you getting to this point. Mano a mano. You want to weigh at 143? Okay. Pause this weigh in. Let me go get that. Let me go get to 143 then. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would. I mean, like, oh, I gotta come in. Hey, give us an hour delay on this weigh in. I'm gonna go get to 143. That's what you weighing in. Pause this shit. Let me go. Let me go add on my 3 pounds now. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna get my life together. I appreciate y'all coming in here rocking. Benjamin, if you ain't sub, go ahead and sub. We'll be here talking boxing like this all the time. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? If anybody else ain't sub by now, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, hit that sub button. We just gonna keep rocking out. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to both teams. They both went in there and put their life on the line. Congratulations to Team Haney. You still the champ. It's only a lesson for you. Now just showing why you the goods. I'm still a fan and gonna support, but I'm gonna be fair and if critique needs to be done, in my opinion. Now, a key word is my opinion. That don't mean that it's fact. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, appreciate that, Dan Benji. Yeah, KO, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Ryan Garcia, he needs to stay in the gym, stay focused, and be a professional. Just straight up. You know what I'm saying? You got the win, but you kind of tainted your win. You see what I'm saying? For one, coming in overweight on the scales. Two, you already smoking blunts and doing all this and trolling since you won. Okay, if you're gonna troll, you gotta have the other shit in order. Coming in at the right weight, and you can do whatever the hell you want to do. And if you would have did the right thing, you could have won and you could have been the champion. So you left food on the table and you didn't have to. That's unprofessional as hell. See, I don't rock with that shit. You might have got the win, you could be happy and celebrate, but you still left a golden opportunity on the table for yourself. And that's being the champ. Then you could have said I won and I took your belt. See, it's just he left too much meat on the bone. With him leaving Devin with the hardware, that put Devin. Yeah, you could say, oh, his stock took a little hit because he lost, but he still got the goddamn belt. He's still in position to call shots. You know what I'm saying? He still got the belt. People want that belt. So guess what? He's still in a winning position. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, again, Devin Dunn or he can't bounce back. Get the hell out of here with that. Then Ryan bounce back. Like, come on now. But I'm get out of here. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Be blessed. I'll catch y'all tomorrow sometime. Probably tomorrow evening. Probably around 4:30 Central Time. So I'll figure that out. So I can go live a little bit each day in the evening time before most folks kick off and go like that. But Javier, possibly 50-50. If the same game plan was gonna be intact, maybe not. But then again, if it was at 143 for both, other 50% of that, Devin could have felt more juice than could have did something bad. So it's like, I don't know. It's 50-50 on that. Oh, for sure. Y'all be good. I appreciate y'all. Get on out of here.